My name is Alan Vance with Gilson Engineering Sales in Tampa, Florida. I'm in our Gilson Flow Lab and I'm going to show you how to configure the Drexelbrook ultrasonic level transmitter. The transmitter comes in two styles. We have a remote version, which is this box with our remote transducer. We also have an integral version, which is a 2-wire loop-powered device. Both of these units program identical via the keypad on the display. This unit, however, being a Heart Smart device, can also be programmed via a Heart communicator. Today I'm going to show you how to program the unit via the keypad buttons. Now I'm going to show you how to configure the Drexelbrook USonic-r level transmitter. All the configuration of this unit is done via the keypad faceplate here. We have an up arrow key, down arrow key, enter button, and acknowledgement button. These three buttons here are used for the programming. The acknowledgement button is typically to acknowledge an alarm that took place when the unit is mounted out in the field. In order to get into the configuration, it's very simple. You hold the enter button down for 5 seconds. Once you're in the menu structure, we have top-level menus, sub-level menus, and sub-level menus, but it's very simple to move between the menus. In order to get into the top-level menus, all I have to do is hit this up arrow key to go to channel 2, to program the relays, to program your analog output, to program some system parameters, and also to program the display. Now, you can move back to channel 1, and to get into the sub-menu of channel 1, you hit enter, and you'll see that 1.01 is now flashing. And we want to enable channel 1, so you hit enter again, and you'll see 1.0101 flashing. You hit enter, and you'll see yes or no. If you want it enabled, you select yes. If not, you hit the enter button, you'll see the yes flash, and if you use the up arrow key, it'll go to no. So if you wanted to disable channel 1, you could hit no here. I'm going to leave it enabled and go back to yes. You hit enter. Now, to get back to a menu, you just hold the enter key down, and you'll see it go back. If I wanted to go all the way back, you held the enter key and go all the way back. So it's very, very simple to move forward and backward in the displays. So let's go back into channel 1. I did the enable, so let's hit the up arrow key, and it's going to ask me application type. I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to hit enter again. Now, it says level on the display. If you want to put it in level mode, you keep it in level. If you were using this for open channel flow, you would change it here to flow. The way you do that is hit enter. The unit will flash. You hit the up arrow key, and your selections are level or flow. You get to what you want, in this case level, and hit enter. To move back to 1.02, you hold the enter key down, and then you hit the up arrow key. And it tells you we put it in level mode. You can hit enter to go into that parameter, and you can select your units. In this case, it would be feet or inches. So let me go ahead and hit the enter button, and you'll see currently it says feet. Let's say you wanted that to read inches. You would hit the enter button to get that flashing, and then hit your up arrow key. You would get meters, centimeters, millimeters, inches, or feet, whatever parameter you want. You just, when it's flashing, you just hit enter, and that's what will be in the program. So let's go up to see what's the next menu. The tank height. This has a 30-foot range. So let's go ahead and hit enter to go into the tank height, and I do have programmed in there 30 feet. Well, let's say we wanted that 25 feet. Let's say your tank was 25 feet. You would hit enter, and you see the digits flashing. And in this case, use the down arrow key to go to 2. Hit enter, the cursor will flash, and you can hit the up arrow key to go to 5. Hit enter, enter. When it's all done flashing, you hit enter again, and we just put our tank height in at 25 feet. There are other parameters you can also program in this unit, but I'm not going to show you how to do everything in it. I'm just trying to show you the basics here. So let's go back to level 1.04. We can also do volume calculations. If you want to know how many gallons are in a particular tank, you would go into this menu here. Now let's set the range for the tank. If you recall, we put in 25-foot tank height. So I'm under range configuration, hit enter, and let's go into assignment here. We are in level mode, which is what we want, so we'll hit enter. We'll go up to 1.02. LRV is lower range value. Typically that's 0. Let's see what's in it. And we have 0.00 feet. That's what you want. Let me hit enter here, and we'll just confirm that we have 0 feet. Now let's put your upper range value and hit enter. And right now that's at 2.5 feet. So let's say we want our upper range, even though our tank height is 25, let's put in 20 foot as the upper range value. So you hit enter. And currently you see the 2-digit flashing. So I want to move that cursor over to the left. So you hold the enter key down. You'll see the 0 flashing. So I want to use the up arrow key to make that a 2. Then I hit enter. Come back, and that 2 is now flashing, so I'll use the down arrow key to go to 0. I'll hit enter, and I'll make the 5 a 0. Hit enter, enter again, and then accept it all. And there I just made the upper range value to 20 feet. So that's really how you go through the unit. To get all the way back, I'm going to go out to the main menu. Now I'll go to the up arrow key, and one more thing we have to do is to put in the analog output. So I'm going to hit enter, and then hit enter again, and basically I'm saying channel 1 is what we're working on, so that's good. I'll hit enter there, it'll flash, and that's what I've got in there. Assignment. We're in level, which is good. That's what I want in there. 4 milliamp point, enter. Right now we're at 0, and that's what we want, so I'm going to leave that alone. And then I'm going to go to 1.04, and my 20 milliamp point, this is what I'm looking for. And right now we're at 30, I want that to read 20 feet. So I just use a down arrow key and hit enter. And that's how simple it is to set up that 4 to 20. You want to get all the way back, you hit enter, and again you hold the enter down, it'll take you out to the top level menus. And that is really a simple way to configure a level for a tank using the keypad buttons on the Drexelbrook USonic-r. Another common application that we use the ultrasonic transmitter for is for open channel flow. I just showed you how to program in level. Now I'm just going to show you a couple parameters you would need to key in for if you were using it for open channel flow. Right now I'm on channel 2 assignment. I'm going to go in here by hitting the enter button. We've already enabled channel 2, so that's fine. I'm going to hit the up arrow key and application type. I'm going to hit enter and enter again, and you'll see I have it set up for flow, but if I hit enter and it starts flashing, you can see I could select level here or I could select flow. So I want to show you flow, so we're going to hit enter here for flow. And you hit the up arrow key and it will show that we're in flow. and then configuration, you hit enter, and then assignment, you hit enter, and we're in flow, which it has to be. You again can enter your lower range values. Notice we're in GPM because we're in flow. Let's say it's 0 GPM for your lower range. And let's do your upper range. And let's just pick 100. Let's say I wanted to change that to 200. You would hit enter, and then 1 is flashing. You go up arrow key, and then your enter again till you get to the last digit. And once that's flashing, you hit enter, and you get out of there. So let's go back here to 2.07. Whoops, made a mistake again. You have to hold it down. Now I'm going to put in the type of flume or where it is. On flow type, you want to hit enter. And if you hit enter again, you'll see a partial flume is flashing, but we have all the built-in typical flumes and weirs in the database. We have partial flume, Palmer bolus, trapezoidal, all of them are built in. I'm going to take rectangular weir, that's a very common weir, and you hit enter. Now you go ahead and you give the size of that. So I'm going to hit enter, and let's say it's 20 inches a rectangular weir. So you hold the enter button down to get this digit flashing. You hit the up arrow key, put 2, hit the enter, the zero's flashing, 0 flashing, 0 flashing. And once the last one is flashing, you hit enter and you're out. So basically, that is all it takes to program a weir. You go ahead and you select the type of weir it is and the size of weir it is. And this unit has all the built-in algorithms that will output for us in flow, whether you select GPM or million gallons per day. This is a very flexible unit. We use it for both level control and flow control, and we can do 1 or 2 channels. We can do 2 level, 2 flow, or 1 level and 1 flow. One final thing I'd like to show you is how to configure a relay. The Drexelbrook USonic remote unit has 6 relays, and they can be used for various alarm functions. Typically, we use relays a lot in level applications for low level or high level or high level. Anyhow, back to our menu structure. All you do is at the top level menu, you go up to where it says relays and hit enter. And again, now we are in the relay menus. You hit enter again, and primarily you have to enable the relay. So it currently is enabled, but again, to enable or disable that, you hit enter, and you'll see the yes there. You hit enter again, and it's flashing. So if you wanted to disable that relay, you hit no. If you want it, you hit yes. So I want yes. The next thing you put in is the relay type. So you hit enter here, and again you hit enter to get it where it says alarm. Now that's an alarm relay, that's probably the one we want, but we can do it for control, sample, pump, on, if you're using it for a lift station, manual alarms. We've got all kinds of alarms in here, but I'm gonna leave it on, let's just say pump 1, just for the heck of it. So I'll put it on pump 1. And you have to assign which channel that's associated to. Remember, this is a 2-channel unit, so if you're telling relay 1, you must tell it, okay, I want you to alarm on channel 1 or channel 2. So in this case, I'm going to hit enter here, and it says channel 1. That'll be fine for the configuration. If I wanted to change it to channel 2, I hit the enter, get it flashing. I go to channel 2, I would hit enter there, or I can go back to channel 1 and hit enter, and that's what we enter into the database. We are using this for level for the relay, so we'll leave it on level. Now here's your set point. You want to hit enter at 3.0105. You hit enter. And right now the alarm's set at 25 feet. Let's say I wanted an alarm for high level at, say, 15 feet. So you hit enter. And again, you see the 2 flashing. You can use a down arrow key. It reads 15. That's where you want your alarm point. So you go ahead and hit enter. We can also program in a deadband for that alarm. So we're into menu 3.0106. You hit enter. And right now it's set at a 1/2 foot deadband. That's where you want the alarm to reset. So let's go ahead and let's change that to 0.7. So I'll hit the up arrow key, 0.7 feet. Again, it's flashing. You hit enter, flashing, enter. When you're done, enter. And that's really how you program in a relay for whether you're using it for level control or pump control. To get all the way back out to the main display, you hold the enter button down, and you're right back to your main display. So as you can see, that's how easy it is to program a Drexelbrook ultrasonic level transmitter. If you have any further questions, please call us at 1-800-860-4499. Thank you.